All right. So tonight we actually got Porsche versus Apex Motorsports, also known as AMS. As team from Porsche has made a call-out race. It's taken a few weeks to get this going. Last night we had the team from Porsche versus the community race last night, and that was pretty interesting. And tonight's going to be a little bit more action-packed, as we have the team from Apex Motorsports is going to give them a little run for their money, as we're going to be getting ourselves ready for start. But let's take a look and see who's out in the field. As new members from team from Porsche, we've got Crespo/NE, we have Die Collector, Great White Nomad, Kiwi John 45, and Toe Tony Tro 690. As unfortunately it's supposed to be a 7v7, I was unable to make it. So the way how we're going to do the points tonight is going to be the top 5 from each team. And drivers for Apex Motorsports, we have individual, AMS Dude, AMS Kong Pao, AMS Rancher, AMS Enzo, Optimal, and Rowdy. Means that team from Porsche only have 5 other drivers, so the top 5 drivers of Apex Motorsports, only their points will be accoladed towards the overall point system, because of how we got it set up. First place is 1 point, second place is 2 points, third place is 3 points, fourth place is 4 points, so forth, so forth, so forth. So in order to make this point system work, we have to have it set up to where it's 5v5, even though 7 drivers from Apex Motorsports are actually going to be racing. And if we do have a tie in points at the end of the event, the tiebreaker, believe it or not, will be set by fastest lap overall for the full event, which more than likely might end up being Apex Motorsports. As you can see, individual has thrown down a lap time of a 127.577. But let's get ourselves on the way, as right now we're going to start this race. And let's get this race on the way, man. All right. And by the looks of things, we're going to get this race underway and started. His AMS Enzo, as you can see, he's pulled the handbrake. Qualifying is going to be lasting for about 10 minutes. And as I said, there's only there are going to be 7 drivers from Apex Motorsports. Unfortunately for team from Porsche, like I said, 2 of the drivers, but points are going to be only allocated for the top 5 drivers of Apex Motorsports. As everybody's slowly making their way out and everybody's giving their space. And one thing I can definitely say, hats off to every single driver that's racing tonight. From first place to last place, it really doesn't matter. Every single one of these drivers can actually throw down lap times here at Seaside. From the mid to low 27s to maybe even the slowest driver, believe it or not, is a mid to high 28 at Dragon Trail Seaside at GR3 Open Tuning. So if any of you guys know anything about GT Sport and this track, that's actually some fairly decent pace for this particular track. As AMS individual, he's decided to give himself all the space in the world, no dirty air. That's Citroen. But AMS Enzo, you have Rowdy, Dude, Optimal, AMS Frencher, as they're starting to make their way around for their hot lap alongside with Die Collector, AMS Kung Pao. I'm just going to call my mate the attorney. I'm not going to call her name. So attorney sitting in 9th place. Kiwi John, he's sitting in, well, he's not really sitting in 10th place, but he's 10th on the lineup. Crespo 1. He started his hot lap. As you can see, AMS individual. He's starting to get himself ready around the last corner to get himself ready for his official hot lap. As AMS Rowdy, and as he starts making his way towards what we call mainly the death chicane. And it looks like, unfortunate for Enzo, as he's had issues. I believe Optimal as well. By the looks of things right now, we've got so far up the top, we've got Rowdy, Renshaw, AMS Kung Pao, Die Collector, AMS Dude, 0.683 of a second off pace. This is one of the cars I was talking about, the FT1 Toyota. This is going to be the surprise car, which I believe once he gets some clean air and gets his own little space, he should definitely be able to get maybe second. I'll say first, second, or third. But all those other drivers, everybody's pretty close on pace. But at FT1, man, I mean, he's got this thing very tuned. And I guarantee he's definitely going to get in the 27s in that Toyota. As you can see right now, he's sitting on the fastest lap right now so far. But the purple section right there, as he makes his way through the dash chicane, holding it very good, very strong. You got Die Collector making his way through. As we can make our way back up to the front. As AMS Rowdy, he's actually sitting on pole right now. And he's got enough space in between himself and AMS Dude has made his way up on the top, like I said, with 128.3 and that Toyota FT1. But I know we have, if we look up the drivers right here. AMS individual, he's on his own personal best time right there in that section right there. And if he nails it, he should get in the 127s, believe it or not. Not too sure what's going on with Optimal right now. He's fell off a little bit off the pace, but he's got more than enough time. I think he's got some clean air. He should be able to throw it on a fast lap time. As you can see, the rest of the AMS team right now, but only the top 5 drivers will actually count. But right now you have AMS individual, Dude, Rowdy, Wrencher, Enzo, Kung Pao, also followed by Die Collector, Tony, Kiwi, Great White Nomad, Crespo, and like I said, AMS Optimal, as he's going to try and get his own personal best, as he's minus 4 seconds already on his own personal time. Oh no, not too sure what's going on. He's definitely not having a good night tonight. And Great White Nomad, he's actually set his personal best so far for tonight. He threw down a 129.3. And Tony, he's got a 129.01. And Die Collector is a 29.01 as well. I mean, sorry, Tony is a 129.02. And Die Collector is 0.011 of a second faster than his teammate Tony there. Things are definitely not looking too good for AMS Optimal right now. Hopefully he could be able to throw down a fairly decent lap right now, as he's actually sitting in the back of the pack. This is not like AMS Optimal. Might be overthinking it. I'm not too sure what's going on right now, but he's gonna do his thing. I've got faith in him. He should be able to make top 7 for sure. As we can stay on board, as we can watch him as he comes through. As he finally was able to make that section sit that time. As he started making his way around the very last corner, heading towards it now. See if he could actually get a fairly decent lap in. As you can see up there in his time right there, 25, 26, 27, 28. So he was actually able to make 9th place as Kiwi John and Die Collector. Was able to throw down a faster time. As you can see, Kiwi John actually threw down a 128.7. And Die Collector also a 128.7. So these guys are throwing down some pretty serious times as well. But unfortunately, the pace isn't fast enough. As you can see in 6th place, Compal with a 28.5. Rowdy with a 28.3. Dude with a 28.3. Enzo with a 28.2. AMS Wrencher with a 28.025. And as the only driver that's actually throwing down the 27s is AMS individual with a 127.686. I think he's not really bothered too much. But it's going to be very interesting because those Citroens, if anybody understands, like I was explaining in the last race, man, they severe acceleration from the start. And being that he's actually sitting on pole, individual, he should be pretty much check out from the start. As long as he can hold it together, he should be ready to rock and roll. And by the looks of things, it looks like AMS Optimal was actually able to finally throw down a fairly decent lap time. He was able to throw down a 128.490, which allowed AMS to take 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place on the grid. But like I said, only the top 5 drivers of the AMS crew will be accolated for the points at the end of the event. But yeah, Die Collector, his personal best, 128.72 as he started making his way around for his last lap. Can he beat his own personal time? Not too sure. We will see. As dude's come across for his last lap. And dude, in that FT1, he's put himself second place. 0.054 over AMS Rancher, Connor teammate in that Beetle. Enzo in the Porsche. 0.574 off pace. AMS Roddy, 0.6. AMS Optimal, 0.8. And Kong Pao, the top 7 drivers within 1 second of each other on Apex Motorsports. As Die Collector threw down a 128.7. Kiwi John as he makes his way for his last one. And the qualifiers officially ended. And there you go, as you have it right there, drivers and everybody watching. As this official race is just about ready to start. We're going to get ourselves underway as Apex Motorsports has taken first place to 7th place in this Team from Porsche call-out race. As you can see, as we get ourselves underway for the official start, all you can see in corner 1 is blue, black, and silver. Not too sure what's happened to a few drivers. But it looks like Enzo and Optimal had ran into some severe issues. Looks like unfortunate situation right there is AMS individual that was leading the race. He's put himself in the 3rd place, spinning out like that, but luckily he was able to maintain somewhat of a lead with the rest of the Apex Motorsports team. As right now you have AMS Dude followed by Rancher and AMS individual Rowdy, Kung Pao, followed by Die Collector, Great White Nomad, and Turney sitting in 8th place. AMS Enzo, I'm not too sure what happened between himself and Optimal. I'm pretty sure he should be able to make his way through. He's a very fast, very clean driver. And I'm pretty sure once he gets up in the draft between these drivers, he should be ready to rock and roll. Vice versa with AMS Optimal. Once he shakes it off a little bit, gets himself in the groove. And one thing about Optimal, once he definitely gets in the groove, you got to watch out. So he might be in 10th place now, but I guarantee he should be able to make top 7 easy before the end of the race. Kiwi John 45 sitting in 11th place as he's trying to chase down Optimal. And Crespo, he's sitting in 12th place, unfortunately bringing up the rear of the pack. Unfortunately, as it has to happen to at least somebody, and today, by the looks of things, it's for him. Hopefully he gets himself sorted and picks up his pace. But let's make our way back up to the front. It's AMS Dude in an FT1, followed by AMS Rancher in that Beetle, which is also followed by AMS Individual in the Citroen, followed by AMS Rowdy in a Beetle, and Kung Pao as well, as he's sitting in the Porsche. Die Collector, not too far behind. Great White Nomad as well. As you can see, AMS Enzo is actually ready-made his way around Tony. And he's going from 9th place to 8th place, as we need to watch these particular drivers, as it looks like Tony's really going to try and make his way up on the inside. But Enzo's a very experienced driver. He's used to this pace. He's used to this type of excitement. So I'm pretty sure he would know how to deal with the situation. As you can see, it looks like he's actually pulling Tony alongside with him to catch up the other drivers, which are in front. Great White Nomad and Die Collector, and it looks like Tony, he's going to shoot up on the inside. He might actually make it stick. But we're going to make our way back up to the front. As you can see, AMS Dude, Individual, AMS Rancher, AMS Rowdy, and Powell got the top 5 spots right now. Dude, Individual, and Rancher right now as they start making their way around them crazy dash can corners. All 3 of them were able to make it stick. AMS Rowdy also, he's actually on the start finish line straight away with them guys as well. Not too sure what actually happened to Kung Pao. He's actually lost that position of 5th place, but it looks like AMS Enzo has regained that spot as well. So right now it looks like we've got Die Collector and Great White Nomad in front of a couple of the AMS drivers as they start making their way around with 23 minutes left of this race left to go. As you can see, Kung Pao is right hot on Great White Nomad's trail. We're going to ride aboard right now of AMS Enzo for a little bit. As you can see, he's going to go in on the inside. Is he able to make it stick? I believe so. Yes, indeed, he does. Very clean, no touching. Kung Pao as well. It looked like he was trying to make the move, but he gave the space as they start making their way around this last little dash can corner. All 3 of them were actually able to hold it. Unbelievable. And I know myself personally when I come through this, it's very sketchy, man. But let's make our way back up to the front and see what's going on between the pace between 1st and 2nd place. As you can see, AMS Individual is as he's going for the 1st position. He's actually in front of AMS Dude. As these guys have got to remember, they got to work together. And so I'm pretty sure they'll give each other space. They know each other's pace. They know about dirty air. I mean, these two drivers are A-class. I mean, top-notch when it comes to racing. So I know neither one of them, they should give each other enough space there where they don't wreck each other. But with them being a little bit close like that, that's going to allow AMS Wrencher to chew in a little bit of real estate, which I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind. That will allow him to stay in the draft for the podium, as you can see. Right now, by the looks of things, Rowdy's still sitting in 4th place. And it looks like AMS Enzo, he's made his way up into 5th place. I'm not too sure exactly what happened there. Die Collector sitting in 6th place. Turney, Great White Nomad. AMS Optimal, he's actually starting to pop his way in. Not too sure what happened with Great White Nomad. Looked like he lost control. But he's still going to stick to the wicket. Makes no sense stopping and complaining. As Crespo/NE. Still sitting up in the back. Get drivers in his eyesight right now. Which I believe is going to help him out a lot. As you can see, between last place to first place, we're almost 10 minutes in, and there's almost a 20-second gap between first and last place. That's not that broad for this particular track, for this pace. But when your front drivers are pretty much doing 127s and low 128s. But AMS dude, AMS Wrencher. Not too sure what happened to the individual. Might be overdriving that Citroen. I would definitely say it is. Well, I would say it definitely is the fastest car here at Dragon Trail Seaside. But with that said, it is the most hardest one to actually drive. So to maintain this pace, it's very, very difficult. As you can see, he's also made a simple mistake, which has caused him to put himself 4 seconds off pace from the lead. But he definitely has the fastest pace, so he should, within the next 20 minutes, chew up that 4 seconds and some. As you can see, his other teammate driver, AMS Enzo, he's sitting in 4th place, and you can see the rest of the pack. It's starting to get very tight between these drivers. There's Die Collector, Turney, Optimal. As everybody's trying to fight their way around this first section. As the action it's still pretty tight, 10 minutes in. Mid-pack and onwards. As we got about 5 or 6 drivers very, very close to each other. AMS Kongpao, I believe he's had a couple more situations which has kind of pulled him back in the pack. Has put him in 9th place right now. But back to the front, AMS dude, AMS Wrencher, still got him in his eyesights. Individual, as you can see, he's chowed that time down from 3 minutes down to, 4 seconds down to 3 seconds. And I'm pretty sure once he gets on the start-finish line straightaway, the type of speed that the Citroen and pace that it has, as you can see right now, you'll see it starting to drop. Right up there in the top left corner. So he's eating up that time. As you can see, he's starting to get AMS Wrencher back in his sights. As Enzo is in 4th, AMS Rowdy in 5th. AMS Optimal sitting in 6th place. And right now it looks like AMS Kongpao is the only one that's having the little bit of the worst of the luck right now out of the ApexMotorSports group. But it's all good. Race isn't over because we still got 17 minutes in counting. As he's trying to get that Porsche to try and get closer to that next driver that's in front of him, Die Collector, who's also trying to catch his own teammate, Turney. And from his eye point of view, he's trying to catch Optimal. who has his own teammate driver in front of him. AMS Roddy sitting in 5th place. But we're getting ourselves almost close to halfway finish in that race. And everything's looking pretty good so far right now for the AMS team, as only the top 5 will count. AMS Optimal, his points won't allocate towards it right now, but it really wouldn't matter if AMS finished with the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's pretty much race over for Team Front Porsche. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Team Front Porsche, they're actually putting down some serious laps. They are still pretty much on pace. They might not be winning, but they're letting people know, and they're getting some sort of recognition that they can hold some similar pace. Not as fast as AMS right now, but they are pretty much right there with them. So big shout out to Team Front Porsche as well, as you guys are definitely throwing down some serious lap times as well. So don't count you guys out. That would be Tony, Die Collector, and we have TV John, Great White Nomad, Crespo. Unfortunately, Screwface 2000, he wasn't able to make the race, and I think it was Oakland Raider, 2 of the other drivers that couldn't make tonight's event, unfortunately. But yeah, as these guys start making his way, AMS dude, he will be meeting the halfway point very soon, as he's making his way down. Start finish line straight away, followed not too far behind him, AMS Wrencher and that Beetle. 1 second and a little bit of a change off pace, but that's fine. I mean, you're talking about 15 minutes in and you're only 1 second off. That's pretty much right where you need to be. That's really really more where you want to be, so that way that you don't get caught up in the dirty air. So that's actually pretty smart driving of AMS Wrencher. AMS Individual, he's sitting in 3rd place. I don't think he's just going to push it. It makes no sense over driving, because at the end of the day, that 3rd place position is just as important as the 2nd, and it's just as important as the 1st place. Vice versa with Enzo in 4th and Rowdy in 5th place. So as long as all these top 5 drivers, even AMS Optimal, even though his like I said, he wouldn't have his points allocated towards it. But so right now it would be Tony. Overall, really, he'll be sitting in 6th place in points, as he starts making his way towards the death chicane. We'll go ahead a little bit. AMS Enzo, Roddy, Optimal, and Tony. And as you can see, not too far behind. As you can see, he's actually trying to chase him down. AMS Kong Pao, as he starts making his way around the last corner. And he's actually still being chased down by Die Collector and Kiwi John. And it looks like a situation right there for Die Collector around the last corner, which is a lot of his teammate Kiwi John, 45, take that 9th place from him. But a lot of these drivers, if you look up the top right on that map, everybody's pretty much very close. Even though the front drivers have some sort of a gap, if either one of them make a serious mistake, any one of these drivers, even up to 9th and 10th place, can pretty much almost gain those positions. So everybody is actually pretty much on their A game from both teams. It looks like AMS Wrencher is officially leading now. I think AMS Dude might have had a little bit of a situation, which has put him 2 seconds off pace, followed by AMS Individual. I think Individual, if he gets up in the draft on the start finish line straight away, he might be able to make his way around his own teammate Dude onto the start finish line straight away. But one thing about AMS Dude, man, he's A-class, man. I mean, he's got world records in so many different levels, made top 10s, and so many different challenges. So, between himself, AMS Individual, and even AMS Rencher, made many top 10s, top 5s, top 3s. So, I mean, you got some A-class drivers right here in this GT Sport community, sitting in first, second, and third place. Even followed by AMS Enzo, Rowdy, and Optimal. I mean A-class drivers. These guys are pretty much on point and on key. And then to have Tony from Team From Porsche, not too far off, able to hold that pace from Team From Porsche, alongside ApexMotorSports. As you can see, Kung Pao, he's actually not too far off pace as well, as he's starting to make his way down the hill into the hard-braking right sweeper. Very tricky corner, because you want to catch it perfect, and you either spin out or you'll catch that wall. As he starts making his way towards the dash chicane, goes to a couple drivers ahead. You see, we're on board. As you can see, he's not too far off pace to Tony to take that 7th spot. But Tony, he's actually hot on Optimal's trail as well. If you can actually see that he's actually still in the picture of trying to be able to catch a few more spots for Team From Porsche. As we're almost looking at the time, we've 10 minutes and some change left in this race. Unbelievable right now the way how these guys are coming through with these lap times. I mean, if you look at Optimal's times, you're talking about 128, 128, 128, 128, with a 128.39 as just his personal best. AMS Rowdy, as you can see right there on the 10th lap, he was able to throw down a minute 28.2. Enzo's fastest lap time, unfortunately, I can't see that right now. But as you can see, he's still low 128s. AMS Individual, he's got the overall fastest lap time, as you can see. It's at 127.479. AMS Dude, he's actually thrown down some 127s as well. As you can see, he's thrown down 2 consistent laps. If you look right there in the 12th lap and the 13th lap, a 127.974, and then the next lap was a 127.975. AMS Rencher still leading this race though, with 9 minutes and counting. He's got a 1.4 second gap on AMS Dude, and he is going to try for his own personal best right now. As he's got some low 128s, but he's holding some very fast, steady pace. But his co-drivers, AMS Dude and AMS Individual, not too sure what happened with Cressburn. Looked like he's left the race altogether, but I'll still count his points, his position for his points. Unfortunately, looked like he most probably had some internet issues, but I believe he was already in last place. It's not even going to really matter. It's not going to change too much. He was a little bit too far off the pace. But back to the front, AMS Rencher in that Beetle, man, making that thing shine. 8 minutes left and some change. That's AMS Dude, followed by Individual, Enzo, Rowdy, Optimal. Tony sitting in 7th place, as Kung Pao is really trying to reel in that extra 2 seconds, 2.8 seconds on Tony right here, to try and get AMS on the top 7, which the bottom 2 is not going to really matter, but I really think that AMS is trying to prove a point. But it's all good. One thing about the GT Sport, it's always good fun in racing. As I said, Team From Porsche is doing very well. Everybody's staying on lead lap. Nobody's getting lapped. And the pace is unbelievable from both teams. So like I said, if you're from Team Front Porch and you do watch this, big shout out to you guys as well. Even though AMS right now is pretty much leading the race, but I gotta give you guys your respects as well, because you guys are definitely doing your thing, and you're definitely letting people know that you have some sort of pace here at Dragon Trail Seaside. But right now we gotta make our way back to the front. As you can see, AMS Rancher, that time between himself and Dude is slowly dropping. As I said, that Toyota, man, that FT1 sitting there in second place. As you can see him, he's got that thing. Dude has definitely got that thing very well tweaked and tuned. As you can see, as it's starting to make way down the start finish line straightaway, that Toyota's got a little bit more speed than that Beetle. But I think the Beetle, in and out of the corner, the Beetle you can brake a lot later. That's where it's making up its time in the very sharp turning, and it can actually hold it very tight. The speed is not the same in the mid-range, I think, to the top end. The acceleration is very good, like out of the hole coming out of the corner. But the mid-range to the top end is really where the Toyota makes up for it. As you can see, that AMS Dude, he's definitely dropped that time down. It's less than 1 second. It's very close. I mean, if you look at that pace in the top left corner between them two drivers. But third place, not too far behind, AMS Individual in that Citroen. As you can see, he's actually put down a purple section. And unfortunately, it looked like he had a little bit of a situation which caused him to actually lose the fastest lap for that section. And he just about almost lost it coming out of corner 2. And it looks like Crespo is having some connection issues. But back to the front, as AMS Rancher, that gap between himself and second place AMS Dude is still closing. Or it looks about pretty much almost the same, actually, believe it or not. It looks like Dude was able to really catch that deficit chicane pretty much on point. As you can see, he's just about ready to get himself in what we call the draft. As you can see, the times, I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, the pace between these two drivers. As you can see, AMS Individual, he's actually on the start finish line as well. AMS Enzo, AMS Roddy, Optimal, Kung Pao, all on the start finish line straight away. Kiwi John, Die Collector, and Great White Nomad, as he's sticking it in. I mean, I believe he might actually still be on lead lap even when it comes to the end of the race. But yeah, if you look at that time, we got 2 minutes and 33 seconds and dropping left of this race, as AMS Rancher, with his very visible green helmet, we always tease him about, but he loves that helmet. That's his good luck helmet. As you can see right now, he's making his way through with that Beetle. And Dude, He is in the draft. Is he going to try and take it from Wrench, or is he just going to... Yeah, he's just going to stay back there, man. Why take that risk, right? We're on teams. We're best buds. We're friends. What's the sense? This is a team race. We're not racing against each other. But he might actually go for it. Nope. He gave him a little love tap just to remind him that is there. But AMS individual, he's actually not too far off. 6 seconds and some off pace, and then you got Enzo, Rowdy, Optimal, and by the looks of things, the last driver for AMS is Kung Pao, as he's been trying to fight this 2 seconds off. Now it's down to 0.5 of a second, trying to get around Tony. As Optimal and Tony still fighting it out, but that might leave room for Kung Pao to actually get around both drivers. But let's start making our way up towards the front, because as you look at the time, we've got less than 1 minute of this race. We're going to stay glued to the front of the race for the rest of the race. As AMS Rancho, AMS Dude, making the way around the last dash chicane. And by the looks of the time, they should be able to throw down one more lap. That would allow these drivers to have 21 laps in on this heat. Is Dude going to try and take that spot from him? We will see as they make their way down the start-finish line straightaway. As Wrench was 2.28 off his personal best. And I think Dude is just going to sit back there. He don't care if he takes first or second. Might save it for the last bit. But so far right now, by the looks of things, time remaining, we've only got 1 second left. So Kiwi John, Great White Nomad, Die Collector, unfortunately, they're going to have to, they will be considered on their 20th lap, and their race will be over because the 30-minute time is up. So they'll be considered 1 lap down, as AMS Rancher and AMS Dude, as you can see, they're going around for one last time. As Dude's going to try and sneak up on the inside. Is he able to make it home? No, he eases off. He allows Wrench to take that spot as we come around for the last time. It's Dude. I know they're having a good laugh and a good giggle right now. They're both going to try and fight for this last spot right here. As they make their way down the start-finish line straightaway. It's pretty much a drag race. And, oh, that was very nice to do. Oh, no, they both put on the brakes. Look at them. Look at them. What a great race between you two. You two's got me laughing. Trying to keep it pro. But AMS individual, he takes 3rd place. Enzo, 4th. Roddy in 5th. AMS Optimal takes 6th place. And by the looks of things, it looks like AMS Kung Pao will take 7th place, but 6th place and 7th place won't count. But I don't really think it even really matters at the end of the day, as AMS has taken all 7 spots, even though the 6th and 7th spot will not count. And there you go. You have your winner right there. AMS Dude with that Toyota FT1. As I told everybody yesterday, you're going to have a big surprise. And believe it or not, a Toyota FT1 was able to take the win right here at the front Porsche versus AMS call-out race. What a great race from everybody. Doesn't even matter, win or lose, every single driver that participated in tonight's race. Big shout out to every single one of you guys. Team from Porsche, also as well as everybody from Apex Motorsports. But once again, thank you very much for everybody that's watching. Until next time, take care.